As promised, onwards and forwards, let's continue this little vlog. My office, okay, it's getting bigger and bigger. Cleaner will come in later on this evening. I told her to knock it off till later on today, do the business, you know, and give it a bit of a flick around with the feather duster. Anyway, okay, the hammock. Ta-da! Right, it's tied. Yeah, that's a better. I've tied it up to a post which is part of this huge abandoned, or one of the abandoned buildings, which I've actually covered in a vlog, right? The office chair, the road outside, nice pair of curtains, which I could probably use as a cover for said hammock. I mean, just look at the work on that, you know. Like I said, you know, under a fiver. It's just incredible. I'll let you have a closer look. This guy's been featured on here before, right? There's your loofah slice. These are shells that I sprayed. That's a beer bottle top, a pebble for his nose, shells that I found, and these shells, right? And I sprayed them up. I made this little lolly ice roll plaque. Anyway, now I'll just focus on the floor, and you can see what my feet are standing and cracking on. Look, see? Thousands of these things everywhere, right? Look at them. Absolutely everywhere. But the other thing is, I'll try and I hope the skylight doesn't interfere, but that might be a better view. See, all ready to drop down. But what I've just started thinking, I'm not sure, but these blooms, really, to me, they look like laburnum. But surely it's not a laburnum tree. Look, right? I'll try and get a. I mean, I hope this tree is a monster. It's absolutely huge. Right, you can hear them, just constant crunching. But it's the only one on the entire property. Like I've said, it's a big property. Ow, I'm just standing on some sharp growth here. But anyway, little peek outside into the distance. This is the fencing, that's the public roads on the other side of this. Occasionally, just occasionally, you'll hear some traffic. This resort goes on way on down past all this growth. This I've covered in one of the vlogs, I think. Yeah, I got as far as this one, and I think I just held it off there, right? I was just trying to see if I could learn a bit more about vlogging with cameras and stuff, but it's just to give you an idea that the decay that this place is falling into, or fallen into. There's another building just through these trees here, which when I'm back on form, I'll continue the vlog on this place. Okay. Anyway, just a little brief walk back to the office. Right. Said hammock again. Now. I'm beginning, this is my tool shed. So this is, as you've seen, now he's my latest addition. Just waiting for the alcohol ban to be lifted. I got my trusty hammer and a craft knife, right? Probably all I'll need hanging around here. I'll just move around to this now. This is for Roy. I've just made this just only a few days ago. I found this little old table, right? And I brought it from one of the buildings over there, and I brought it down. And I found this terracotta planter actually here on this property. But this is one of my homegrown plants. It's called Adenium obesum. And its popular name is the desert rose. That's for Roy, right? It takes a long time to grow, doesn't take a lot of water, it's a bit like cacti. And I'll probably pop around. No, it's still moist inside. But anyway, now the nag champa, look at that. Yes, oh, the scent from that, right? Now, I found this. Roy's going to love this. I'm going to call him Lefty, right? Are you watching David Bowie, the Laughing Gnome? I'm going to call him Lefty because he must have lost his right foot. I found it here on the property. There's lots of little things like this, but the more sort of Asian and Asian girls doing sawadis with their hands like a prayer. But I've put him here, right? Now, this is why he's looking up. This is a lilawadi tree now, and it's actually being overshadowed by these beggars, right? But the lilawadi is this flower, and actually it's a small variety, probably because it's being dwarfed, but these flowers are picked, right, and put into spa waters where people go and bathe because of the fragrance. The fragrance is just, well, it's like the nag champa joss sticks. And here's another lilawadi with a different colour, right? This is a very, very almost purpley red colour, right? But anyway, this is the kind of tree that Roy's, my offering for Roy is hanging up on. But back to the laburnum. Just look, I mean, this size of this tree, it's mega. Absolutely, the canopy is huge, which offers great shade. But anyway, I've got his table, right? This is where I'm going to come and chat with him. I'll burn some incense for him, and he's going to love this. Roy will really crack up. Hey Roy, if you want a brew or a coffee, I found this here too. Look at that. I'm not joking, I found this here. You're going to love that. Right, and I've got the water on camp. Brew up, Roy. Right up your street, eh? And there you go. And no one's going to touch that. So, anyway, from what I understand, when somebody has passed away, they will purchase these, right? They're handmade. It's not real flowers. It's beautifully handcrafted. Floral tributes in black, right, with this hanging. I'm not quite sure, I'm still discovering, but apparently this is the first, I don't know what you call them, to be honest, but we'll just call them a floral tribute. This floral tribute is the first of a number, right? And I think it's to hang here for 7, maybe 10 days. And then, I'm not sure, but I think it's removed and put away somewhere. And if I just scan round where my office chair is, it's replaced by a more permanent one, which I haven't opened yet. But I just bought it from the Buddhist shop. There's hundreds of Buddhist shops here. So that's the next one, right? The next phase of mourning. Yeah, you know, when somebody's in mourning. But these are normally put on Thai spirit houses, right? But me being a bit of a pagan, and Roy, I think, would prefer a bit more malarkey. He would prefer where he is now. right, mucking around with the lila flowers and these wacky beans. Incidentally, oh, here's my Nag Champa selection. That's going to take a long time to burn out, but the fragrance is just brilliant. Now I'm just going to sit on the office chair for a second. The gourds, there you go. Gourd 1, right? Gourd number 2. But listen to this. I will love you night and day. Is it? And this one's even sharper. People are going to think I'm totally nuts, but anyway, this is my nod to Roy. You know, I'm just going to continually come in and have a banter with him. He's got somewhere to go. You know, I mean, obviously he's got other places to go and visit too. I hope he's been sent into the great yonder, blue yonder. He picked the right time to croak it on the lockdown, but anyway, I'm sure he's laughing his socks off now watching this. And I just knocked my water over. Just hang on a sec. Normally the bird chatterings in here are fantastic. There's all kinds. I'll just walk over to the perimeter wall, boundary wall here. I'm crunching on all those sticks, these things, but you'll see, sorry, this wall here, I'll often see those mongoose running across the top. They're here because there's snakes in here, but they're not. I think when they hear me coming, they're off, you know. But I've had a close run in already. So we've got the mongoose, right, and we've got a colony of brown or rusty coloured squirrels, which is quite nice. But there are some wildcats. Unfortunately, one of my 2 dogs who followed me in here about 10 days ago killed one. They killed it outright. They caught it, trapped it, and killed it outright. I was gutted. But anyway, that's too late now. I can't do nothing about it. But it's just I know Chris will be interested. It's just another way of perhaps thinking, yeah, I'm going to go back and cover this resort in its entirety. And the size of the canopies on these trees here, this place is very overgrown, but where these 2 amazing trees are, oh, flies in my eyes, sorry. The canopy is huge. There's another one here. So all of the leaves from years and years gone by, it's just layer upon layer, you know. So it keeps the overgrowth. But all these buildings, there's several of them. I've covered this one, I've covered that one. Behind this rickety place was the swimming pool. I'll give you another little blimp. Still got time for me, 17 minutes. And Roy will enjoy this. I know he's watching. Yeah. So I'm basically repeating myself. Into the sunshine now. And just over the road there, got the flies in my eyes. Over the road there is the cement place. You might just pick up some noise. But this, right, I've covered this building, and this is what the termite damage will do. Nothing gets away with it. But it's a paradise for snakes. Absolute paradise. And here's the swimming pool that I discovered. And on one of the vlogs, I took a walk around it. I climbed through all the growth here. I had to go and wear Wellingtons and long trousers to cover that. But anyway, that's where I had to throw the dead cat. because I didn't want the dogs to rip it up into pieces. I grabbed all of it. It was killed instantly. Sambo, the big black dog, he broke its neck swiftly, so it didn't suffer. It was just instant. Gutted, but that's where I had to throw him. Or it. I don't know what it was, male or female. So, I hope you've enjoyed we'll just take a little walk back. There's my little office in the shade. I have picked the shade because there's no way you can hang out in this heat. You know, the temperature's just dropped and we've had some preciously given rain. I'll walk in this building that hello there. This has been covered in vlog 1, I think, the entire lot, but the money the guy spent on this was phenomenal. And here we go into the shade. I can immediately feel the coolness of it all when I arrive here. So this is where I'm going to do all my vlogs from. I'm not interested in doing anything else, you know. I'm talking about the bar scene, girls, all the restaurants you can go to and pay bugger all. Roy's table, me funky wonky setup, his coffee pot, and office chair. So there you go. But the hammock, I'm very, very pleased with that. And my little workshop. And to be honest, if anybody does come in here, they won't steal these. They'll just leave it. They'll know it's not to be done. So there you go, little scan. Again, it just tests the size of the tree and the different shades in here. Me curtains, as we say in Liverpool, curtains. I don't know what I'm going to do with them. I took them out of this building here. I borrowed them. I'll have a good use for those, so that's why I kept them out here. So there you go. Okie dokie. So my little nod to Roy, in the same manner as the first attempt. Thanks for watching.